YouTube, what's breaking, man? So right here, this is the $100 haircut. Right away, I took his hair down already with the one, and I'm balding him out. I'm contouring his haircut, so we're doing a bald fade, one on top. Pretty simple, right? So I'm balding out with the slim lines. Now, in the last video, I had to switch to my GTX because it wasn't picking up the hair. And right here, we're balding them out. Now, a lot of people ask me about my technique, right? Or they kind of don't understand. So I'm slowing it down for you guys so you guys can get it right. I'm using the balder, but I'm going in a downwards motion at the top. Like you see that, right? I'm not going that slow. I just like slow down the video, so you can see. So on the top, I'm bringing it down. On the bottom, I'm going up, and I'm meeting in the middle. When you do that, you don't create any lines, because if you ever just go all the way up, you're gonna create a line with the shaver. And if you've done it already, you already know what I'm talking about. If you haven't, it's like damn near impossible to take that line now. And the next guideline is clipper all the way open. Now I had to go back and forth to do this a couple times just because I wanted. It was kind of hard to see because his hair was so short, and I really wanted you guys to see like how high and how big I'm making this guideline. And then right away we're gonna start closing the clipper little by little. You just using our corners to soften up and then eventually take out the line. So when I say slowly close it, like as you see me doing here, I'm not doing anything fancy. It just looks like because I'm going back and forth with the lever. All I'm really doing is I'm just moving the lever towards the closed position little by little. And then sometimes, in rare occasions, if the line doesn't come all the way out after you repeat the steps, because that's the biggest thing. If you don't repeat the steps, you're gonna grab your liners and do this, and you're gonna make another line. Like, you have to make sure you go through the steps 2 or 3 times, however many times you have to. And if it doesn't come out, then resort to what you made the line with, which is my slim lines. And then our next guideline, which is our last guideline, is the 0 guard all the way open. Now, we have a 1 on top, so the 0 all the way open is gonna blend into the 1, right? So to make sure you don't have this fade looking too short, too condensed, you really got to take enough space with the clipper all the way open with the 0 guard. And so, like before, we're just gonna close the clipper little by little, and we're gonna smooth out this fade as buttery and as nice as possible. And now moving on to my man's beard, right? So him and a lot of people are how can you say, real particular about how they like their beards, right? So, and so am I, so I don't blame them, right? Especially if I had a beard like that. Mine doesn't go up past like my chin. I look like I got chin straps, and I got a big face, you know what I'm saying? So anyways, now he doesn't really want to take weight off, so as you see, later in the video you'll see I fade the tips going into like his hair, and then I just line it up, and at the end you'll see me freehand with the clipper all the way open, just to take out any stragglers or any crazy hairs. Now, when fading somebody's beard, it's the same thing. You're just going downward. So I have the clipper all the way open, and then I put the 0 guard, and then the 1 guard, and I just repeat my steps.
Hipstrumentals.com.
Young Chop on the beat.
All right, moving on to my man's hairline. So as you can see, he doesn't have that perfect like 90-degree angle type hairline. So I've cut him before, so I already kind of know like how he wants it. But basically, if I have to explain to you what I'm doing, is I'm lining up the front, and that's gonna have the most definition, if that makes sense. So he does. You see how it's like a U, his hairline. He doesn't want it all the way to the corners, like to the back corners. He still wants you to keep it natural, but keep it sharp. It's honestly, man, it's hard to explain. So kind of just watch what I'm doing. So here's a quick thing with me, right? I don't like to line anybody's under the neck up while they're sitting straight up. I always bring them back because I'm going to put the razor on anyways. I just make sure this is the last thing I have to do before I put the razor. So what I'm doing is I'm combing and I'm brushing the hairs out, and then whatever sticks out, I'm just lining those up along with it. That just helps with making the beard more neat. So a quick thing with me is I won't put a razor under anybody's neck unless I have a hot towel, and at school we don't do hot towels unless somebody pays for them. But that's neither here or there. But I will put it on somebody's face, as you see I'm doing here. And I did put shaving gel. I did put the Elegance, I believe. And I'm just adding some more definition to his beard.
Hipstrumentals.com.
Young Chop on the beat.
Now the eyebrows, right? So I'm no guru at the eyebrows or anything in general, but I can look at somebody's shape and then see what needs to be cleaned up. So I can't really explain to you in depth what I'm doing, but it's kind of hard to see from this angle. But like from where I was looking, I saw the hairs that were growing back, and this guy comes in like every week and a half, so, and he still gets them done, so it's not hard to see what needs to come off. So I hope if you're watching me do this, you can kind of see. I don't really know what I'm doing. No, I'm just kidding. No, but for real, I'm just cleaning up the hairs that are growing back from the last time we did it. And I've gotten my eyebrows threaded before, so I know I kind of, use that as a reference to like what needs to come off. Like right here, I know when they thread that shit hurts a lot. So I'm just going around getting all the hairs that I can and making it look, as neat as possible. Now, I personally like to freestyle people's beards, like freehand. I don't like putting the guards. I don't like using shears. I just like grabbing my clipper and then going over the tops. The tips. And that's about it, man. So here's a $100 haircut at school. Honestly, at school this probably cost them like 18 bucks, but me personally, when I'm done with school, something like this, you're gonna have to catch me with the bill, man, to be honest. Anyways, man, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Follow me on IG, Chewy2Blurry. Thank you guys for watching. Deuce.